So I'm Cal,
I'm Elliot.
and welcome to the first ever episode of Shitbox in the unit.
In the shitbox unit.
Welcome to the Shitbox unit. We have the shitbox of shitbox above us, Alfa Romeo 16 valve twin spark.
Oh yeah. So we did look for a unit for a while, didn't we?
Yeah,
And just the prices of things is crazy, and we've settled on something small that we can work on the car outside.
yeah,
It's and it's a bit out the way. There's no prying
Yeah.
eyes. One thing I will tell you, I forgot to tell you this. I was working in here the other day, putting the engine crane up.
yeah.
Someone was running across the roof.
What?
On the opposite side, someone was running across the roof.
Were the
I
police
went
chasing
outside.
him?
No,
Oh.
it was like 15. I was like, oi, down, and he went, thumbs up, got down, fucked off. I was like, what the fuck?
Madness. I've not seen anything like that yet.
I was just thinking, like, okay, this one's sound. I don't know, some of them, the roof might be fucking caving in.
Yeah.
And then you
I
land
mean, a
on
lot
an
of
engine
them
crane,
don't
gearbox.
have the
racking.
wooden roof that we've got.
Oh, they not?
No, a lot of them have like just a thin metal sheet
Exactly.
roof.
Fall,
So,
maybe a rusted bit of metal,
we've
fall
got-
through it, cut yourself and land on a fucking hydraulic press.
while we've got the full wooden coverage, some of them have just got the beams,
Oh.
the sheet metal across the top of it. Whereas we've got the wooden slats and then the sheet metal on top of that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Looking at getting a second though, aren't we?
If we can.
This is a tool storage. The other one has it.
Well, this is tool
car
storage
storage.
/ workshop.
Yeah, we're gonna put a
Well, as soon as
workbench.
we get the workbench in,
And I think we're good, aren't we?
our tools are in now.
Yeah.
Your new fancy toolbox and my old, less fancy toolbox.
Bits of shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But
We've moved more stuff in today, like your toolbox, the
Yeah.
racking. Well, second set of racking, because the
Mm.
first set was only just big enough for the camping stuff.
yeah. And then we're gonna.
Of which I've got another tent to bring over, because I bought another tent. I know.
I think I'm gonna get another set of racking. Another two. No, another one. Another one.
Yeah.
I think that'll be enough. And then we can. We're gonna get a welding bench in here as well.
We're going to make the
Look,
welding bench.
We could do, or we could just get a little fold-up one.
The grinder and paint mix me the welder I ain't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Sweet.
I've been told you can't weld rust to rust, and I've also done it. So I own an MX-5, rust to rust.
Rust is rust. Rust is just weight saving.
Lighter than carbon fibre.
It is lighter than carbon fibre.
So we've not really been up to car things lately.
No. We've kind of had a big gap because I was on overtime.
And then I went away, and last video we filmed, we were both shattered because
we've just come back from being away.
But I've done loads of research, and I know what I'm doing with my car, and I've got a million ideas, and it's going to probably cost me about £1 million. No,
Messages me the other day. I want a Haltech ECU.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money, that, mate.
1,500 quid.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more. Do you not have to put your own wiring harness in for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the money.
So you can't
There's the money.
I think for the MX-5 to adapt it to their harness, it was like 1,700 quid. So that's not
might be
too
worth
bad.
just doing that.
But I also researched about PDMs.
What's a PDM?
A power distribution module. So
traction control.
No. So you give it power from the battery, and then it distributes power across the car. So you add your own whole engine wire harness, and you basically can power everything over canvas.
Interesting.
The PDM I'm looking at is the AIM PDM 32. So it's got 32 power outputs. And essentially you can track what everything is doing and log it. Also, it's got a built-in track logger, so it tells you, your lap times, tells you what your predicted lap time is, it tells you.
Yeah. So the first time I'd ever seen anything to do with Haltech was Rob Darm's 12 rotor.
Yeah,
He's
so
got a Haltech on that.
he's got the Nexus, so that's got a built-in PDM. I'm going for a separate unit from a company called AIM Technology, AIM something, AIM Racing. Don't know.
Are we gonna put your car on a wind tunnel?
I don't know how much that would cost.
We've got to know. There's got to be somewhere that will charge us like a couple £100 to just put it on a wind tunnel for half an hour.
Better idea.
Go on.
We get hire lorry, just add funnels in, and then just 70 mile an hour.
Wow.
And then we just point the thing. So I'm looking into that at the moment, and the amount of sensors and technology you can add to it is unreal. And they're also, because you're taking out the stock wiring harness, if you have the MX-5 wiring harness, when I look at it, is just overly complicated for no reason.
Right.
So you could simplify it, reduce the amount of weight in the wiring, add better wires, and color code everything properly, and control everything over cams. Cool. Canvas is cool. So I can say,
a lot of our equipment where I work is controlled using not CAN bus, Azibus and Profibus, which are similar systems.
Okay. Yeah, it's like an encrypted code, isn't it?
It's just a logic control system.
Yeah. But you can add logic math channels and stuff like that. So I could say 70 mile an hour, wind my windows up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I can do binary algebra.
Well, this will do it all for you. It's that simple.
Binary algebra is the code that's used to code logic systems.
All right.
So, with the symbols and the gates.
So we'll just make our own PDM.
Yeah.
Fuck AIM. Fuck AIM and your 1500 PDM. It comes with a digital dash as well.
Mint.
So that's cool.
That is cool.
So I'm looking at doing that. It's crazy money, but we want to strip the chassis down anyway.
Yeah.
Which we are
going to need either a second unit or a bigger unit for.
I reckon we just do it here. Do the bottom end, take the drivetrain off, paint the engine out, paint the engine bay, put it all back together, and then strip the inside.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to... Oh, no, because the engine will have to be able to wire the harness. A couple of ideas.
Yeah.
Have a look. So, yeah. Also, the cool thing, it deletes fuses. So the PDM, there's no fuse box. It'll register when something goes over a certain amperage, which you set. It'll stop power to that. Wait for 5 seconds, half a second, whatever you set it to, and then repower it. So if there's an issue, it'll once it retries to power it and say it goes over the amperage again, it'll completely cut that and give you a warning on your dash.
That's sick.
And then you can obviously check your wiring harness and find out what's going on.
Mental. I'm so dusty.
So yeah, that's like GT3 Le Mans level.
Yeah.
It's not club sport, it's fucking above that. So yeah. That's what I'm looking into. Also, if anyone knows anything about the Mark 60 E5 ABS unit.
E5?
Yeah, Mark 60 E5. That's the code for it.
Oh.
It comes out of a E92 BMW M3.
Right.
I want to put one of them in as well.
No idea what you're going on about right now.
It gives it each wheel its own independent ABS. So at the moment, the real wheels are on the same line. So
right, okay.
Yeah, and they're quite cheap and they're cool as well, and they're unlocked, and the canvas protocol is just downloadable and workable through Haltech.
Man.
So yeah, they're my ideas at the moment.
Let's talk about some news.
Talk about your project car.
What project car?
Exactly.
I don't have one.
So we're looking for suggestions for Cal's project car.
Project car, I do not have the facilities for, big man.
We're building the facilities, mate.
I meant the payable facilities for.
So yeah, we're looking at. I'm thinking MX-5, but I think a better car for Cal is the Civic. A Civic.
I was thinking an MR2.
No. Because they've got similar rust issues, but less support for them. Don't get me wrong, they're lovely cars, and in most cases they are better cars than MX-5s in certain circumstances. But the amount of aftermarket support isn't as good as an MX-5. Civics are good. There's a lot of aftermarket support for them. Anything Honda is pretty good. Reliable engines. I'd suggest you to get an S2000, but every MX-5 owner wants an S2000 and can't afford
Would
them.
I fit in an S2000? I struggle to get in an MX-5.
They're pretty good. That's the other thing. I want a floor drop, man.
Yeah, because you're pushing it for...
Yeah. I think once the roll cage is in, which I'm getting a full roll cage now, not just a roll bar, and I do the helmet test and the broomstick test, I'm going to struggle. So, I mean, I'm 5'10", and people are saying they're fine, people are saying it's a little bit close. I'd just rather be safer and lower down and feel like I'm on the road instead of sitting on the roof of the car. The MX-5 makes you feel like that anyway. It's pretty good. Any news?
Loads of news. Well, 2 key bits of news. One that's cool, one that's slightly disgusting. So Porsche have announced a 911 Speedster convertible that will have the same engine as the GT3, so it will have the 4-litre flat six in it.
So it's a GT3 convertible, essentially.
It's essentially a GT3 convertible.
Be interesting if they offer that with roll cages as well.
So it's a very similar design on the front to the GT3.
Yeah.
With a larger back end, obviously, to accommodate for the convertible stuff.
Have we got pictures of the concept? Is it a car that...
you can go online and see photos of it. I will insert pictures here.
Just for my reference, can we just pause this so I can have a look? Because this sounds dope.
You search it. I'll read what I wrote. So Porsche announced the new 911 Speeder. This convertible will have the same engine as the GT3. Not often do they do this in a convertible. The rear bumper features twin exhaust pipes, saying it will come with the same 4-litre flat six, making 518 brake horsepower.
Dope.
Yeah, if you just looked at it.
Yeah.
Nice, innit?
Nice, right?
Yeah. Not that either of us can afford a Porsche, but do you know what puts me off about Porsches? They're just too refined, aren't they? Like, you want a little bit of, is this going to break?
But the thing is,
with a Porsche, it's not going to.
If you speak to Porsche owners,
they all love them.
No, of course they all love them. But if you ask them what car they own, they won't say a Porsche. They'll say a GT3 RS, GT3, 911, whatever.
Yeah.
Unless they own a Boxster, then they'll say a Porsche.
I was looking at Boxsters.
They're good. You can get them for decent prices, and they're actually really cheap on insurance.
Yeah, they are very cheap on insurance. What was it, the Cayman that we seen that was like...
It was a Boxster with a roof.
Yeah, but you can pick them up now. They look well nicer than the Boxster.
It is essentially a Boxster with a roof.
You are right. But you can pick them up now for like 12 grand.
Yeah.
When we looked at insurance for them, it was dirt cheap on it.
I think me, who's wrote off more cars than he's owned, and it was like a grand a year, which I'm been driving for 4 years now.
Yeah.
So,
second bit of news.
Go on.
Alpine.
The F1 team, the company.
The company.
Okay.
Go fully electric with the A110.
So all the
A110 is their 2-seater sports car.
Oh yeah,
the one with the fucking weird front lights.
Yeah, it's got loads of aero on that underneath. It's fucking sick.
Underneath it does. On top, it's like
I was behind one and we were going up a hill, and as it got to the crescent, I was like, "Wait, that's got a floor." Yeah, it's quite dope.
Giving it as much as 500 horsepower. They've taken this on to. They've done this to take on the yet undelivered Tesla Roadster. Remember them when
Yeah.
people put orders in them from 5 years ago, and 90% of people still.
If you're
haven't received them.
pre-ordering anything in today's day and age, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Game. I wouldn't even pre-order a £60 game.
No. Maybe.
I wouldn't. I'm gonna wait
Might
until
pre-order-
see what the first day review is.
I might pre-order GTA.
I probably still wouldn't.
That's also a 120
20
quid game. Like,
Yeah.
for the
Have you seen the
standard
new?
edition.
The Battlefield looks good.
I'll be buying that.
I'll be
buying that. That's going to be a COD killer, that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get on the beta.
And also to take on the new Renault 5 Turbo.
New Renault 5 looks nice.
It does.
They did a little promotion with Ali G.
Why are electric car companies
Calling it a turbo.
calling it a turbo? Call it what it is. Supercharged.
Yeah, I think it's a nice looking car. As much as we're not a fan of electric, that advert sold me.
I might buy.
Do you know with Ali G?
Oh yeah, that's sick. I bet that.
It made me want to buy an old school Renault 5.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest.
I might buy one and just stick an engine in it.
What, a new one?
Yeah. Have we talked about the company that's remaking the Escort with modern engine?
Oh yeah,
We've talked about that before, haven't we?
Yeah, it's dope.
That's what Renault should have done with the Renault 5 Turbo.
What, bring back the old chassis and put electric?
Make an electric one, by all means.
I'm not being funny. If they brought back an old, even if it's electric, an old Renault 5 brand new showroom condition.
That's what they're doing with the new Renault 5, the new 5 Turbo.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like the old school Renault 5.
Body shape it does.
Yeah, similar. But if it's the
have you
same
seen
chassis,
it looks, yeah.
that's dope.
Even if they'd have bought back a Renault 5 Turbo that looks body shaped like the new one,
Yeah,
and was quite simple inside, like the old one,
yeah.
and had a fast combustion engine in it, like the old one, I'd have bought that.
So while we're on the topic of Renault 5s, when I was looking at the Haltech ECU, I was looking for a tuner that can tune Haltech. There's one in Runcorn. I've met him before. I know him. But when I spoke to him, I know for a fact he's got probably the fastest Renault 5 in the country.
Oh, yeah.
1,200 brake horsepower.
Mint.
It's in Runcorn.
So, new section this week, which I thought you might be quite interested in.
Okay.
This week in motorsport.
This week in motorsport. Oh,
This is away from the F1.
let me just have a look at your notes, because I think I've got a note about this week in motorsport.
Is it this one?
No. It's about the Nürburgring crash.
Which one?
The one there's like 40 cars. Just,
There's been another one.
I'm going to get you the...
So there's like three major crashes.
There's been a death in this, so let's...
3 major crashes in like 2 months.
There's been a death involved in the in this, so let's not...
Yeah, we probably won't show any footage and stuff from this.
No, you won't see anyone dying at this, but
No, but out of respect.
this is because people were talking about, like, you know, why didn't the last cars, because it was a pile-up, complete pile-up. I think I sent you on Facebook.
When do I ever check Facebook?
Fucking, I don't know.
Did you send it me on
Did you
TikTok?
see what of that?
Right, so while you find that,
Did you see what I said?
yeah, good point. So while you find that, I'll start. So, do you know anything about motorbike racing?
No, I know they got 2 wheels.
Do you know about the TT? Oh my god!
It was a track day. Well,
There was no way of him stopping that.
It was a full throttle corner as well,
So,
especially in a Civic or
yeah. Do you know how the TT works?
The TT racing works.
Yes.
They have 2. Do they race on 2 races a weekend?
No.
It's not like
No. So they go out and do practice and stuff,
Yeah.
and the qualifying, and then it's timed. but everyone's on track at the same time, and there's like an interval of when they set off.
Oh, for qualifying?
No, for the race.
Oh, for the race?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a staggered start?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's 2 laps. So the way the TT works on the Alaman, it's a staggered start, 2 laps around the island, fastest time wins.
This is, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know what you're doing, how come you don't know this? There's an average of 2.5 people die per year.
At the TT, yeah.
It's a crazy race.
So, did you know there's a whole series for that kind of motorcycle racing?
No.
So they've got stuff like the Ulster Grand Prix. There's another one in Ireland.
Irish racing is crazy. They're the lunatics over there when it comes to racing.
And there's also one called the Armoy, if I'm saying that right. Armoy. Armoy. Yeah, we're going with that. Armoy Road Race. And a rider called Mike Brown, who you won't know.
I don't know.
I do.
I don't know much about bike racing.
Mike Brown took victory at the Armoy Road Race, securing his 4th win there, making him one of only 4-time winners there, including Michael Dunlop, who was a TT winner.
Oh.
And a guy called Davey Todd, and I failed to write down the name of the last guy. So therefore, he's one of 4 people, and it's a hard race, not as hard as the TT, but it's dangerous. I love motorcycle road racing. It's sick.
We should go to Alton Park and have a look in a minute up there.
They do British Superbike there.
Yeah, I know
I
they do.
fucking love British Superbike.
There was a death this year, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
Alton Park.
That was right before our first podcast.
Was, yeah, because we went to go and
film at Alton Park.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, wait, we can't do that. It's a bit... So we moved elsewhere to not be...
Yeah.
So 4-time winner of the race, one of only 4-timers. Absolutely cracking for him. Second bit of this week in motorsport. Done. F2 driver. Dune.
Yeah.
Dune. And you're going to have to explain this to me because I don't quite understand what he's done.
It's this about the start procedure?
Yeah, so he was given a 10-second penalty for not engaging the start procedure after a safety car. So did they do a rolling start for the F2 as well?
No, standing start. After a safety car, I'm not too sure. I didn't watch the race. I heard about this and I didn't do the research, to be honest. So not starting the safety car procedure. It could be something to do about the safety car restart.
Right, okay.
No, I think it was at the beginning of the race you did this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be something to do with logging data. He got a 10-place penalty for it, or 10-second penalty first. Do you know Armin Limvlad? What's his name? The guy that come checking in that race. So he won the race, won the race on the track, got this penalty. This Armin Limvlad, or whatever his name was, who's Red Bull's sort of like backup driver at the moment. They're trying to get him a super license.
Right, okay.
So he then was the winner, then got disqualified from the race for tyre pressures.
I didn't know there was a minimum tyre pressure. Oh, but there will be for F2, won't there? Because it's homologated.
Yeah, everyone's in the same car. That's what makes me think it might have been the race start procedure might be something to do with logging data. Something like that. So
the last part of this week in motorsport, BMW have affirmed their hypercar future.
Right.
For the WEC and confirm their split from RLL.
Yeah.
Again, failed to write down what that means. It's to do with it's one of the like racing partners.
Okay.
And bringing an end to their IMSA Sport Car Championship campaign. So they're completely moving away from that series to focus solely on the WEC.
And that's in hypercar, is it?
Yeah. Well, they had hypercars racing at Le Mans this year, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, they look like
hypercars?
they look like wider Z4s, didn't they? With roofs.
I was too busy watching Robert pull it to the finish line for the first time.
Yeah, they look
great.
like Z4s, like wide bodied Z4s. They look
Hypercars, I don't know. I like looking at a road car. I was so when I was watching the Nürburgring, 24 hours in Nürburgring, they had a fella talking to the commentator, and he was the head of parts support for Porsche.
Yeah.
So obviously you buy a Porsche chassis and then build your race car based off that to their rules. So it's not a GT3 RS, it's a GT3 R, because the RS is race spec, the R is the race car. So you buy their chassis and then you build it off there. They seem to have one of the best suppliers of parts to the racetrack going, and that's why everyone's fucking wants to be in a Porsche, which is dope. But yeah, it was really interesting to talk about it, because not only do they, so you break a part, they want the part back to analyse and find out why it broke and how they can improve it as well. So dope. Like, as customer teams to have and also tyre data. They take all the data of the cars for tyres and tell them which ones, which tyre is best to run, and they don't, because obviously each series uses a different tyre spec, different homologated tyre, and they'll take all the data and tell them how to run it and what the best camber and stuff like that is, how to set it up. It's dope, sick support.
Sick.
So we need to buy an R chassis, which I like rocking all shit to get hold of. F1 news.
F1. Well, not really news. I was going to go over last week's race, but last week's race.
I've got some breaking news.
You got breaking news.
Fernando Alonso, as we record at 3, he missed practice 1 this weekend due to a back injury, but he's been cleared by the FAA, and he'll be attending practice 2. He was replaced by Drogovic.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully that's. Hopefully Fernando Alonso's back in the sport. He's just had his 44th birthday.
He's old, isn't he, for a racer?
He's fucking still got the fire in his belly. He always talks about doing. Did you see Max Verstappen's interview with Chris Harris?
Yes, I've seen a bit of it.
I watched the whole thing.
When he was talking about something to do with a transaxle that goes from the rear to the front.
Oh, he's talking about the RS2.
Yeah.
That's. Do you know what the reason they did that? They had them crazy all-wheel drive system. It's weight distribution.
I know. Yeah, he said, didn't it?
Yeah. But what have you got on F1?
So, just a quick synopsis of what went down at Spa. So the rain delayed the race by an hour and 20 minutes.
I know, I was watching. I was fucking fuming.
The rolling start was criticised by Hamilton and Verstappen, who said it was overly cautious.
Are we just going to completely get rid of wet racing in F1? Obviously, Max Verstappen had built his car for the rain, and they waited for the rain to stop.
Well, I was out with my little brother the other day, and he said exactly the same thing.
He set his car up for the rain.
He was like, well, we've got wet tyres, but we're not allowed to use them.
It's not that we're not allowed to use... Do you remember them wheel covers that it's the spray that the issue is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember the wheel covers that Ferrari were testing one year?
Yeah.
Why aren't we using them?
I don't know.
Something to do with pit stops and the wheel changes, isn't
it? Piastri, Leclerc and other drivers backed the decision of a rolling start, citing safety concerns.
Piastri did, because he wanted the slipstream up into the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piastri took it to win, took the win in the wet weather, holding off Norris and extending his championship lead by to 16 points.
I'm not criticising your notes. You haven't mentioned the sprint race.
I don't like the sprint races. I think that's stupid.
Max won the sprint race.
Max did win the sprint race,
which makes me think. And he was the fifth corner, so just after the straight after Eau Rouge. He took Oscar and obviously had the better car for that race because Oscar couldn't. He stayed within distance, but he couldn't pass him for the sprint. And then obviously the anticipated rain. Max has set his car up for the rain, and then they were like, "Oh, we're not racing in the rain." I felt for him. It was a bit of a fuck about for him. But Hamilton had a hell of a race.
Yeah.
14th to 7th, I think he finished. He was the fastest car on track and the first one to get on slicks. He was fucking flying.
So what you're saying is Ferrari didn't bottle a strategy for once?
Didn't bottle the strategy. And it was perfect communication from Hamilton. There's a part of the driver that needs to say, now's time.
There's a qualifying incident between Hülkenberg and Stroll with an unsafe release that meant that Hülkenberg collided with Stroll in the pit lane.
That was during the race. No, it wasn't. It was qualifying. You're right. Yeah, it was right.
A reprimand was issued to Sauber, but neither driver was penalised.
No. Bit annoying.
But you said to me straight after the race, I didn't watch it. What was I doing on Sunday? I was out. Went for a meal during the race. And the women's final was on during the race.
And you watched the women's final over the F1?
Yeah. It's good. England won.
Yeah. It wasn't an F1 race though, was it? They didn't do it at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, I remember you messaging me straight after the race going, that was boring.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything really noteworthy.
I mean, Norris had the capacity to catch up to Oscar. He had the better tyres for that job. He just bottled it.
Yeah.
It's not that he bottled it. He had a few offs, a few messed up corners where he lost a whole second that lap. And then obviously the pit lane, they were slow putting on the front left, which is nothing he can do. I mean, hitting his marks is would help, but
has there been anything from press day yesterday that was?
Oh, Max Verstappen's confirmed he'll be racing for Red Bull next season, which isn't a shock.
With the amount of meetings that he was having with Mercedes and Toto Wolff.
Oh yeah,
I think it is a bit of a shock. Do we know who Cadillac's having next year yet?
No.
I want this damn mullet.
So Bottas was on the grid for the grid walk. I always watch the grid walk. I think it's if you don't like the grid walk, you're an idiot. And he spoke to Bottas, and Bottas was like, "Sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you." Just basically refusing to answer the question.
Right.
And then he said, hopefully I look forward to seeing you on the grid next season. Bottas said, me too. So he's not confirming or denying anything. There was nearly a punch-up between Jos Verstappen and Rosberg. Rosberg was prying a bit at Jos Verstappen, and you could tell he wasn't happy about it. It was to do with the Christian Horner exit. He was like, "Oh, you said 12 months ago Christian Horner needs to go, and now he's gone. Is that something to do with you?" And he was like, "No, I've never said that." So
he did though.
You could tell that
he did though, didn't he? He did say that.
It was a bit of a tense moment between the two. Rosberg knew what he was doing by asking them questions, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what F1 journalists need to do.
It's pretty much it from F1 this week, isn't it?
Yeah, we got Hungary, which It's always an interesting race, I think, Hungary.
I love the Hungaroring.
There's a lot of first wins at Hungary as well.
Yeah. Is that the one with the big? Or mine about the Netherlands?
So the race that always sticks in my mind is there's two. There's one where Max lost it on the formation lap and put it in the wall, and they had to rebuild the suspension in half an hour, and did. That's crazy. It just shows the difference between motorsports and the rest of the world, doesn't it? Like, if I had to swap a whole suspension arms and have it good enough to fucking race in half an hour, I'd struggle.
Yeah.
And then there was the one where Bottas went car bowling and took out half the fucking grid. And Ocon won that race, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when.
So I think I'm getting the Netherlands track.
Oh, you're thinking of Zandvoort?
Yes.
Zandvoort is a ridiculous track.
Hungaroring, that's the one where it kind of like snakes down the mountain, and then you come round and there's the big hairpin. Like, I wouldn't really call it a hairpin, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
I know which one you're on about.
The one that you can very much get wrong.
Yeah,
that hairpin is especially in the wet. There's always it's a good wet race. If the FIA let us race in the wet, it'll be a good wet race.
They have got to be two of my favourite tracks. So that the Hungaroring and Zandvoort.
Zandvoort is insane.
They've got definitely up there with my favourite tracks. Like,
I think when you look at Zandvoort, even when you're playing the game, like trying to race that track is fucking.
I love the bank bend at the end. Good.
The pace on that track is insane. For
very technical track as well.
Yeah, and that's why your technical drivers, like I think Max Verstappen's got the record there.
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised. It's his home race. It's very much built for his style of racing.
Yeah,
as well.
Definitely.
Good track.
History time.
History time.
We all love a bit of history time. Know anything about Land Rover?
I used to work for a third-party company that made painted parts for Land Rover.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Jaguar Land Rover, yeah.
So, 1947, Anglesey, Wales.
Been there.
Yeah.
Not in 1947.
Not in 1947. Chief designer of the Rover company, Maurice Wilkes, sketches a concept car in the sand at Red Wharf Bay, inspired by the American Jeep, but built with British sensibility. A vehicle that could handle both farm work and the family errands. He has just designed the Land Rover. With his brother Spencer, the director of the company, the idea was quickly greenlit. In the 1950s and 60s, Land Rover evolved from the Series 2 to the Series 3. The brand became known for exploration and colonial-era expeditions.
I've got a little mad fact about Land Rover. Well, it's more about the Queen. So the Queen owned a Land Rover that she obviously learned to maintain in the army. Because the Queen was in the army. Was it the army or No, it would have been the army.
She was Royal Logistics. She was, Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineering Corps.
She kept the Land Rover, maintained it her whole life, and drove it.
I'm getting onto that.
Oh, have you got that in there?
Not quite, but used by farmers and Big Lizzie herself.
Okay.
Land Rover became a British institution, with 70% of Land Rovers ever built being exported.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that. I had a mad time researching this because my parents have had Land Rovers my whole life. We had the Disco 2 that went up in flames.
Oh, yeah.
Then there was a bit of a hiatus from Land Rovers while they found another one, and then they got the Freelander 2.
And you nearly bought one?
I almost bought a Freelander 2.
4 months ago.
And then somehow I ended up with a BMW estate.
Yeah. You were about to put the deposit down on that and everything.
We went to go and look at it, didn't we?
We went to look at it. You were going to put the deposit and said, I think I'll check the insurance and come back. And then didn't go back.
Yeah, because I couldn't.
The fella was standing there with the card reader, like, put the deposit down.
In 1970, Land Rover introduced the Range Rover, combining luxury with off-road ability. This was revolutionary. This was revolutionary. Comfort for the streets, but still tough enough to handle anything. But success came with growing pains, changing hands multiple times. From British Leyland to BMW. I never knew that BMW used to own Land Rover.
Oh,
Did you?
no, I knew Ford owned them.
Yeah, so after BMW it was Ford. And eventually Tata.
Tata.
You know Tata Steel?
Oh, yeah.
They've also got a company called Tata Motors India.
Oh.
They now own JLR.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, one thing about Ford's ownership of
That was when the Freelander 2 came out.
Jaguar and Land Rover. Because it was Jaguar Land Rover, it was one company at the time.
Yeah, it's still one company.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah. But when they owned Jaguar Land Rover, they completely ripped off the Jaguar style grille and put it in all their cars and still use it today.
Yeah, they put it on their Mondeo, didn't they?
Monday. Oh, I forget what was it, the FX or one of the models that was the Mondeo was basically the same car, half the price.
But it was also like when Ford owned JLR is the era of when they had a lot of electrical issues.
Yeah.
So
Well, Ford have a lot of electrical issues. Like, come on.
The XF, in that, it's got two batteries. One in the bonnet for the engine, one in the boot for all the rest of the electrics. If the rear battery ran out of it went dead.
Yeah.
It would wipe out all of the infotainment system and everything, so it would have no data on it anymore.
Fuck's sake. Little mad fact on Ford and Jaguar. Do you know the Ford Mustang engine is in the SV? Is it SV? What is it? What's their performance Evoque? Their performance car?
Oh,
the 5 litre.
S.
Fuck me.
I can't remember. Give that a search quickly while I read this one out. In 1997, the Discovery launched, bridging the gap between the Range Rover and Defender. It was Land Rover's everyman car, and it was also a huge success. In 2000, in fact, SVR.
Yeah, it's the Mustang engine, and it uses a transit van chassis. It's based off the transit van.
In 2016, they stopped production of the Defender, which upset fans of the car. A lot of people were fuming when they stopped production of it. Like,
the Defenders are cool. They're so expensive though today.
The old ones are, yeah. I mean, the new ones are as well.
The new ones look a bit derpy, I think.
In 2020, it was reborn. However, it was not to many people's liking. At first, it may have held the same name, but was not the car fans knew and loved. Many calling it too soft. Would you agree?
I don't know. I've never drove one
for a Defender.
To be honest.
I've sat in one of the new ones. Tell you what, I've sat in that Land Rover make that I actually really liked.
Go on.
Discovery Sport.
Mm.
But they've got a problem with engines seizing. So, yeah.
Do you know what I seen last night?
What?
Pulled up at Five Guys, and there was was it Ineos
Grenadier.
Grenadier.
If I won the lottery, right? Which will never happen, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs.
Yeah.
Because I would be driving around.
I had to do a little
Grenadier.
walk around and have a glance in. The interior is so simple, but so
nice,
sleek.
isn't it? What colour was it, the one you seen?
Just black one.
So it was
only in Cheshire Oaks.
So I've seen one on the motorway the other day that was like a pastel blue, and oh my god, it was gorgeous. It was so nice.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? And then obviously the factory is not far from here. It's about 30 miles from here, isn't it? The Ineos factory. Not where they
Well,
produce
no,
the
but
cars.
the salt work. In 2008, in 2008, Land Rover and its sister brand were acquired by Tata Motors India for £1.7 billion.
A Billy.
Yeah.
1.7 billion. That's not actually that
It's
much.
not compared to what you think it would be and how big Land Rover Jaguar are.
Yeah.
It's not that much money, really, is it?
No.
Under Tata, JLR were a profit powerhouse with new models like the Evoque that attracted younger buyers.
Boo. I don't like Evoques.
You don't. It's
I'm not a big fan of any modern day.
a Victoria Beckham car.
It's the
It's
worst cars. Most stolen car in the UK. The Peugeot engines in them.
It is. I live in Wilmslow. My husband's rich. I drive a Land Rover car. In it.
It's just shocking. And the insurance is so high for them.
Yeah, so I looked at insuring one. It was like $7,000 a year.
It's because they're so easily stolen.
Yeah.
Nah.
JLR are now investing £15 billion to be fully electric by 2030.
Wow.
Why?
To be fair, there's a point here about what's an off-roading vehicle got to do with being it's not gonna manage to be electric, but they've not been off-roading vehicles for about
The new Defender's not too bad. The Discovery Sport's not too bad. The Discovery's always been quite good at off-roading, even the new ones. You wouldn't want to because of the price of
I'd
it.
take a Toyota off-roading before one of them. Do you know what I mean?
They are still pretty capable. A decision that has not been taken well by fans of the brand. Which wouldn't be, would it?
No.
Let's go on a Saharan expedition in our electric vehicle. Oh, wait.
It's a handbag. It's a fashion statement today. And it's quite upsetting because it is a part of British car history.
Yeah.
The handbags now. I drive in a Vogue. When? When did we ask? Oh,
So to conclude, from war to an electric future, Land Rover has come a long way, but they will always be quintessentially British.
yeah.
Untrue statement?
I don't know. I think I've said enough.
Big Lizzie drove one.
Big Lizzie did drive one, but she didn't drive an Evoque.
No, she didn't. She drove...
and someone who was...
She drove an L322 Range Rover. Probably the best Range Rover ever made.
Someone who's drove plenty of old school Land Rovers.
Yeah.
Defender 90s as well. Like the modern one is nothing compared to it. The whole... I don't know. The ones I've drove couldn't even do over 40 mile an hour though. So,
but yeah, I think
off-roading in Kenya in a Land Rover is sick. You get the opportunity to do that.
When am I ever going to go to Kenya?
In Kenya. I also went off-roading in a Hilux, and I'd take the Hilux every day.
Really?
Yeah, it was so much better. And then I got the Hilux stuck actually in some mud. And then we had a load of buffalo get a bit cheeky with us. So
yeah, I think that's been shitbox for this week.
Yeah.
See you Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Winner.